Hi, welcome to Cricket Garden Homestead. I'm Henry Black, and this is
Zephaniah Black.
Today we're going to be making compost tea. The other day when I made my video about the cold snap after Easter, it really did some damage to my tomato plants. And I've been reading a lot about compost tea and the benefits of nutrients and beneficial bacteria. So today we're going to put that to the test. We're going to make our own compost tea, and we're going to see if we can revitalize these tomato plants. Now my jalapeno peppers and the other bell peppers, they did just fine, but my tomato plants, man, they took a beating. So I got Elena, my daughter Elena's recording this, and we're gonna go through and make some compost tea for you. I found this recipe online. So what the recipe calls for is, well, it calls for compost. Well, what I got right here is some earthworm castings, all natural organic soil enrichment. So this is basically just castings from your earthworms. So instead of getting the compost, I decided to go with this. I don't know why, but I just did. It was just cheaper. It's what I had at the time. I could afford at the time. So I'm gonna give this a try. I did research it, and some people are getting pretty good results from compost tea using earthworm casting. So I'm gonna give it a try. So we're gonna take, if I can get Zephaniah to come over here and hold
They're gonna take those are some pantyhoses.
Open. I'm gonna get about 5 good scoops of this.
And Mama, if you're watching this,
look, wow, look how rich and black that is, man. That is black gold right there. That's the
Mama, if you're watching this video, please don't be mad at us.
We're just gonna go 6. Oh, my daughter Elena, she makes a good point. Fellas, if you're gonna be making compost tea, please go to the store and buy your own pantyhose. Don't use your wife's pantyhose. Babe, when you see this, I am sorry, but it's for us to eat. It's for our tomatoes, so please forgive me. Okay. So now that we got,
they're just making it look like a massager.
Now that we got the worm casting and the cut off stocking, I'm just gonna tie it in a knot. I'm gonna tie it in a knot, and this acts kind of the same way a tea bag would act. So what I'll do is I'll just stick that down in there. Now, see how brown the water already is? Look at that water, how brown it is. That water is brown because it comes from our well. We don't drink the well water. We're outside of city limits, but we're on city water. But we do have a well, and since it doesn't have chlorine, and I didn't want to wait the 24 hours to dechlorinate the water, I just got the well water. Okay, so I got my worm castings in here, and next, this stuff I got from Walmart. It's called Alaska Naturals Micronutrient Liquid Plant Food. So I'm gonna add. That's so close. I'm gonna add about 3 tablespoons of the micronutrients.
I don't splash my eyes.
Okay. And next I'll take some of this molasses, this unsulfured molasses, grandma's unsulfured molasses. And next I'll add about 2 tablespoons in there.
Guys, if you literally want to do this, like you probably have to hold your nose, but it might not be that nasty for you. Then it smells like rotten corn for us. But if you want to try this out, you can go ahead and try it. You can be tough.
I'll take that spoon down there and wash it off. That stuff sticks, so it's not all coming off. So
it's kind of like peanut butter.
put the top back on here.
It smells like medicine.
Okay, I have some air stones, bubble stones that when I had my 55-gallon tank. So I'm gonna drop those down in here, and I got 2 of them. They said from what I read, the more air, the better. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna drop that down in here, and I'm gonna plug this in. Let me get my plug down here.
Guys, if you have a plug outside, you can go ahead and use that plug just because you're outside. Like if you live in city limits, go ahead and find it.
All right, let's see. She's starting to bubble, just like I want. I'm not sure if both of them are working. From the look of it,
That one's not.
this blue one isn't. It's not blowing bubbles. Just this one.
Oh, wow, they're both blowing bubbles. No, they're not.
I'm gonna stick my hand down in there.
Sure. Remember, always your hands after you use these things because they can be very hard.
So I'm gonna take this and just dunk it like you would tea. That's what I'm doing. Look how black that's getting, how rich that's getting.
So if you have any children that are watching this video and they want to dunk it, you can go ahead and let them dunk it, but don't let them drop it in. Because if they drop it in, you are going to...
Okay, so now we got this compost tea. Well, technically not compost tea, but we got the tea brewing, earthworm casting tea. And I'm gonna, yeah. Before we get started, y'all look at Michael Jackson. Look, this is my cat. I've never been around cats before. My mother definitely was like cats. She was afraid of them. So we weren't allowed to have cats, and I'm a dog guy. And a neighbor asked me, he said, "Hey, is this your kitten?" He said, "It just wandered up in my yard." And I said, "No, it's not mine." He said, "Do you want him?" I said, "Well, we'll take him." And he's been part of our family ever since.
Yeah,
and we call him Michael Jackson, just like Michael Jackson's song. He's black and he's white. So he got the name Michael Jackson, MJ, Mikey, whatever you want to call him. But next I'm going to walk over here to the garden. And I'm going to show you why we're making the compost tea. I didn't want to put any fertilizers on it. I wanted to give the compost tea a try. Well, I still got the coverings out here on the garden because you just never know if it's gonna get cold again or what. So I want to leave them here so that I'm prepared. If we have a temperature drop, I can cover them back up. So for the most part, most of them are doing okay. You can't really tell on camera, but if you get up close, look how wilted that looks. Look how yellow it looks. It looks really bad. But if you look over here look at this fella right here. He's about had it. You know, hopefully the rooster's still alive and we can revive him. If not, I'll replant him. And I'm just hoping I don't have to replant a lot. Maybe 5 tomato plants at the most. But the peppers, man, the peppers are doing great. As you see, look how green these peppers are. I'm thinking what could have possibly been the problem also, besides the fact that we did have a cold snap, but these tomato plants were in a greenhouse. As I'm pretty sure all tomato plants are in a greenhouse before they're sold, but when we went and bought them, we brought them home and we planted them, and within 2 days, cold weather. So they're in a state of shock, I believe. But I'm brewing the compost tea, and I'm really trying to give them the proper nutrients that they need. Now, if the compost tea does not work, I will be purchasing a fertilizer. I am going today to get some Epsom salt. I've read really good things about Epsom salt. But I'm not gonna give up. I'm not gonna give up on my tomato plants. You know, I haven't started back tilling over there, and I haven't planted the other plants that I'm planning on planting, but I do have the seeds. Okay, I just have to go get my compost and clear the grass and mix my compost in. I'm going to show you this spot over here. That's my daughter Elena over there. She's playing. The spot right there where she's playing at, that's where our swimming pool used to be, and it's not much grass here. The soil is very compacted due to the swimming pool being in this area, but as you can see, it's very little grass here. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to get this grass out of here. I'm going to till it. I'm going to bring some compost here, and I'm going to plant. This right here is just going to be for my squash and zucchini right here. So I'm excited about that. If you see on the ground right here, my wife grows these, she calls them bitter gourds, and she saves a few every year for the seeds that are inside. So we're gonna grow some bitter gourds as well, but I will keep you guys updated as to how the compost tea is affecting the tomatoes, if it's helping or if it isn't. You will know because I'll document the whole entire process. So, and until next time, Henry Black.